This new Avengers lineup is terrible. I truly do not care what anyone says. The only characters that I like from the new lineup are Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Everyone else I either have no opinion on because they're meh, or I straight up don't like because they're just annoying as shit. I'm looking straight at you, She-Hulk.
Whoa, what the hell?
This shit is ass. In not only a likable way, but also in a power dynamic. Thanos would be looking like Game 6 Braun if this is who he would be going up against.
That game I had in Boston, Game 6, down 3-2, it got to a point where I was just out there trying shit. One leg off the wrong foot, bump fades off my right shoulder. I'm not even a right shoulder bump fade.
I also think a huge problem with this lineup is there's no leaders. Before, without a question, the two main characters were Captain America and Iron Man. I think Doctor Strange could be one of them, but after that, who? Everyone loves Spider-Man, but I feel like he's too young, and everyone else is just nah. I can't think of anyone else worthy of the leadership role or to be one of the co-faces or leaders of the MCU with Doctor Strange. Falcon / bootleg Captain America is a meh character. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I feel like, are just suited to be side characters. Black Panther, the new one, no. But if it was Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, 100%. I think that was their plan originally, but unfortunately Chadwick passed away. Captain Marvel, fuck no. She-Hulk and Monica Rambeau die. And then Miss Marvel, I think has the same problem with Spider-Man, with the fact that they are too young. Like, the planet is in danger and a high schooler is telling grown people what to do. The only other option is to let Doctor Strange be the lone leader. It could work, but I don't think Marvel wants to make like a king character that everyone looks for direction. How it was with Iron Man and Captain America, they were both looked at as like the leaders, and certain people would look at them for direction. It wasn't just one character that had all the power. I couldn't even give a guess on who the new face of the MCU will be. The only thing that I could say is that it'll probably be a female character, because Marvel already said they want more female characters than male characters in their movies / shows. The only problem is they're all the same character. They're just a female boss bitch that can do everything, so I have no idea which one they would pick. My guess is that the original plan was to have Captain Marvel and Chadwick's Black Panther to be the next two faces. But once again, you know, unfortunately Chadwick passed away, and no one likes Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. Brie Larson, I mean, I'd smash for two reasons. But other than that, people weren't really feeling her, and the Captain Marvel, the character, wasn't really likable. She's just a classic boss bitch that can do everything. Like, nobody wants to see that as the face of the MCU. She was so terrible that she got demoted in her own sequel film. It was supposed to be a Captain Marvel 2 movie, but no one liked her, so they had to change it to The Marvels, and that movie still did shit, by the way. I think a big reason why the MCU isn't doing as well as it used to is because they don't have anybody that can fill the shoes of Iron Man or Captain America. Their shoes are super big to fill, but they don't even have anyone that can even put them on. No one even in the conversation. Another reason why I don't think any character are ready to be the leader is because everyone has a movie or a show. Every character has something where they were the main star, and it's now so hard to distinguish the main characters and the side characters when they team up for these Avengers movies. How it was before, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor were the only characters to have their own standalone films, so you saw them differently than a Hulk or a Black Widow or a Hawkeye. They were more of side characters, and it wasn't even a question if they could be the lead role of these Avenger movies, because you never saw them be the lead in any other movie or show. How it is now, everyone was once the main character in their own thing, so a lot of them are going to have to be demoted to a side character. You could feel the difference between an Iron Man and a Hawkeye, but you can't feel the difference between a She-Hulk and a Captain Marvel. They both were in the spotlight of being the main character, so someone is going to have to be demoted. I just want to say this real quick for no reason. Fuck She-Hulk and Captain Marvel. Two of the most obnoxious feminist characters. Anyways, every character has their own movie or show, and it's not a good thing because it makes it hard to separate the main characters and the side characters. Also, there has been a lot of TMI. If a character is supposed to be a side character, why the fuck would I care about their backstory? You can sprinkle it in on the movies, a little bit there and a little bit in the other movies, but having a whole dedicated movie or show for a side character's backstory, it just becomes bloated. I love Black Widow. I think she is one of the few good written female characters by Marvel. But she does not need a standalone movie. She is a side character and she does not need a whole movie. You are just going to make it feel bloated. These TV shows are actually a huge miss for Marvel because all they do is make it feel bloated, and on top of that, none of them were even like good. The only Marvel show that I would say was solid was Loki. Other than that, everything else was either okay to straight up bad. It was a waste of time, and it's making these side characters something that they aren't. They aren't meant to be the main star. You already showed us what they are. Don't try to change it because we're already locked in to that they are a side character. This Avengers lineup is straight up bad. Not even talking about how there's a lack of a leader presence. I really don't like many of the characters that are left. I am telling you, it's just Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. That's really it. Everyone else is meh or just straight up not likable. The death of Chadwick Boseman really sent Marvel in a downward spiral because he was supposed to be the next face of the MCU and it would have worked. Everyone liked the character and the actor, just like how it was with Iron Man and Captain America. But things don't always go to plan and tragic things happen. The MCU is in trouble because the character pool that they've been developing this whole time seems like a miss and a waste of time. But what do I know? I'm just a guy in my parents' attic.